Now to the debate over a traditional Cauvery Aarti at Bengaluru's famous Sankey Tank. The Karnataka High Court dismissed a petition against the proposed event by the state government to celebrate Water Day tomorrow, while the government stated that the event is aimed to be both traditional and at spreading awareness on water conservation. A group of activists strongly believe that there are concerns that having such a huge congregation for an event like the traditional Cauvery Aarti and taking a dip in the Sankey Tank, one of the largest and fragile Bengaluru lakes, could affect the ecosystem and migratory birds. They also argued that the Aarti, which is done in a flowing Cauvery river, is not conducive for the Sankey Tank lake. However, with the court dismissing their plea, the event will go on tomorrow evening. My colleague Nihal Kidwai earlier spoke with BWSSB Chairman Ram Prashad Manohar on the concerns raised by the activists. But before that, I also have with me Sridhar Pabishetty, an urban governance activist who has understood this issue very closely. Sridhar, just give us a quick overview and context to this, to the arguments made by the activists as well as the one that's been made by the government before I play the BWSSB chairman for our viewers.
Viraghav, I actually speak from the work that we have been doing over the last 10 years. I am not privy to what was argued in the court, so just that caveat before I start speaking. The first thing that we need to understand is that water is very closely tied to us. People are very attached to the idea of an Aarti, and I think Cauvery Aarti is definitely welcome. But the selection of Sankey Lake is definitely something that's not very easy to understand. A flowing river definitely can take a lot more environmental stress, load, people coming in, going out, and all of those things, as can be visible, as can be seen in Varanasi, Prayagraj, and even Rishikesh. But the challenge comes when you look at a landlocked lake like Sankey. How will we accommodate thousands of people who are anticipated to come into a small area? What will happen to the gridlock? And more importantly, the environmental stress that the lakes, the birds of the lake are going to go through. Hopefully, it's done in a very, very environmentally sensitive and respectful manner, and the lake shouldn't go under further stress. If you were to ask me what is my desire for Sankey Tank, I think it's better that we begin the process of deconcretization of Sankey. The amount of concrete in Sankey probably is far higher than the amount of water that it can store. I think we should come back and look at what is our imagination of lakes in the urban city. Can they become lifeline for us when the groundwater levels are dropping drastically? Can we look at percolation? Can we look at rejuvenation of lakes as well as groundwater rather than look at such environmentally stressful activities?
Right, important points that you make there, Sridhar. I just want to listen in to what the BWSSB chairman has said about what the event is planned like. My colleague Nihal Kidwai, as I mentioned, spoke with the BWSSB chief. Here it is.
The first time in the city of Bengaluru, Cauvery Aarti is going to happen. Why it is happening here in Bengaluru? Previously it used to happen in Mandya, where there is a Sangam. We have with us the chairman of BWSSB, senior IS officer, Ram Prashad Manohar sir. What was the purpose, sir, to hold it here?
Basically, we want to send a message to the local Bengaluru citizens that we are getting water from the river Cauvery. Therefore, it is in our interest to felicitate and pay our tribute to Cauvery Mate. By this way, we want to bring awareness among citizens about water conservation and water bodies conservation.
So
we are clubbing tradition and culture with sustainability.
So it is to please rain god, or it is to generate awareness?
So in a way it is both, because we are people of India, we have a lot of beliefs. So we believe that the river Cauvery is the mother of Karnataka, and it is in our interest to worship her and also pay our tribute to her. And it is also through that emotional connect we want to send a message, since the water is precious as our mother. we have to save both water as well as water bodies.
Huge dais is being erected. What all is going to happen? I heard that some pandits have been brought from Varanasi as well. So are you going to do it the way it used to happen there at Ganga Aarti?
Yes, we draw inspiration from our ancient Ganga Aarti festival also. But it will be more of both Ganga Aarti and local priest will be doing this puja. Because in long run, we want to conduct Cauvery Aarti in the banks of river Cauvery. So it will be a prelude to that, and therefore we are bringing the priests from Varanasi who are having expertise in doing these pujas over a lot of years, and we will involve our local pandits also, so that they will also understand and able to get that kind of learning, so that in future we can go with a local Karnataka priest. So it will be a combined effort of both.
Sridhar, I wonder if you were able to hear clearly what the BWSSB chairman was pointing out there. Given that, now that the court has allowed it and the event will take place and it is expected to be a big event there, what would be your key concerns and what would be, as a protectionist, as an environmentalist, you would have to watch out for when it comes to that event itself tomorrow?
So, I mean, Veer Raghav, you might have noticed that we have done a lot of Kere Habbas in Bengaluru, around the lakes of Bengaluru. And there was a golden rule that we followed. The golden rule was that we should not impact environmentally the lake. We should leave the lake cleaner than we found it. So I hope the organizers will keep that in mind and make sure that they take care of oil spillage, they take care of trash, unnecessary plastic. All of these things should definitely be avoided, and Sankey should definitely be kept in a shape that is better than how it is now. I think that's goal number one that we have to chase. The goal number two is also to kind of say, how do we manage the traffic better around that area? I mean, I've been traveling across the country over the last month and a half on academic tour sessions, etc. And the more and more I talk to people are really worried about the gridlock in Bangalore. And I think we should look at using smart techniques to make sure that there is no major traffic upheaval that happens. And finally, deconcretize Sankey. If you can do that, I think
absolutely.
It's a worthwhile start.
Absolutely. You made your points very strong, but I think the first point is most important for the moment, Sridhar. You leave it better than how you find it tomorrow in the evening.
Absolutely.
That's really the message. Thanks very much for putting that thought across. That's all we have time for on the Southern View this evening. News and updates continue right here on NDTV. Thanks for watching.